that Malam Nasser Ahmed El-Rufai, when he came to Kaduna, he came as a greenhorn in politics, without base, without any structure. We were the foot soldiers that ensured that he clinched his ticket and became the governor. Like you rightly said, I was Director General of the campaign in 2015 and in 2019. And in my life, I have never regretted taking actions like following or joining hands to support Malam Nasser Ahmed El-Rufai. It is highly regrettable because he was laundered to us as a nationalist. But what we saw of Malam Nasser El-Rufai under the 8 years of leadership in Kaduna State is nothing but politics of exclusion, politics of discrimination, and the politics of divide and rule. Malam Nasser Ahmed El-Rufai thrives in crisis. When he joins heads, that is when he thrives. So he used religion, he used other means through religion and tribes and sentiments to knock the head so that he can have his way through. And then talking...
One thing about these our politicians we have in Nigeria is that so many of them, and they are just after their stomach infrastructure, they are just after looking for a way to make sure that they will protect their political career, remain relevant in the politics of Nigeria. Anybody that is in power is the person that they will be supporting. If that person happens to leave, if they have opportunity to give you woto, they will give it to you. Like this man is giving to El-Rufai now. This El-Rufai was the person he served under, I think, for almost 8 years. That particular 8 years, he was unable to reveal all these things he revealed about this man now. I thank God the kind of question Shenwu asked him in this question. At what stage did you notice that this your boss that time was all these things you are mentioning now? It's just because, I don't know whether they all used to swear oath of silence. Even at that, at what time did you notice that he's all these things and you did not resign? You still continue to be in that particular government. And he said that he supported and paid bandits with taxpayers' money. Just watch the video. Maybe at the end we will say something or not. Just watch the video. I remember just drop your comments at the comment section on what you think. We move.
Well, just for a moment.
Yes.
This was your former boss. You served as a special advisor under him on political matters. At what point did you realize it? When you were benefiting from his appointment, you didn't realize that he knocks people's heads.
If he says benefit, he can come and tell you the benefits. The Bible says you can do nothing against the truth but for the truth.
But I'm saying, were you an advisor under him or not?
Yes, I succeeded the current governor as political advisor when he went to the Senate.
Did you work with El-Rufai or not?
I did work with him.
Were you being paid to do that job or not?
Paid? As in my salary?
An advisor? Yeah, you were being paid.
Yes, of course.
You worked for the government.
Yes.
You worked with El-Rufai.
Yes.
But you didn't see that is all these kind of things that you described now.
Loyalty to party, Shehu. Loyalty. I'm a very strong party loyalist.
At what point did you realize that El-Rufai is what you have described him of?
All through his time, but we have been stomaching this so that the party can go, and then we believe in the future that by the grace of God, we are going to have a person that will redeem the ills that Malam Nasser El-Rufai meted on the good people of Kaduna
So
State.
you took the job, although you realized that El-Rufai was a bad person, but yet you still were working with him.
I didn't know he was a bad person because he was
At what point
laundered.
did you realize that he was a bad person?
Sometime when he began his leadership as governor of Kaduna State.
But how long did you work with him?
I've worked with him. I was a local government chairman in Jaba local government, executive secretary, Kaduna State Emergency Management Agency. And then I was also the political advisor. I succeeded the current governor.
As a political advisor?
Yes, please.
But you were the one advising him to do Muslim
There's something,
ticket.
no. There's something about Malam Nasser El-Rufai. He will come and read a script and then you have to follow.
He doesn't listen.
He didn't discuss with us his decision to do a Muslim ticket. It was his own agenda to set a confusion in the state. And that is why he made a false and a spurious allegation that the Christians in Kaduna State from the southern Kaduna access at just 25% or less, which is not true. It's a falsehood that he has laundered into the public space.
Let's clarify that,
yes.
Because I asked that question yesterday about the population and whether or not politically, and I mean, his position perhaps was that politically, a political exigency was the name of the game, and they had to make a decision that will favor them at the time politically. But what is the exact population, Christian to Muslim, the ratio?
I cannot exactly say, but it is not, it's far beyond the 25% he's talking about. We can say
Are Christians in Kaduna up to 50%?
Yes, much more than in southern Kaduna.
And so there are more Christians in Kaduna than Muslims?
Well, if a survey is being conducted, that will reveal, but certainly not what he tried to peddle in the media.
So he said that the Christians are just a little proportion of the entire population of
Let me tell you, Sean, even in the northern part,
the minority, according to him, cannot be asking for a bigger portion of the split or the share.
That is his own definition to justify his actions, Shehu. Even in the far northern part of Kaduna State, in Kubo, Ikara, Makarfi, there are Christians in good number. So what he's saying is nothing but the peddling of falsehood. Now, let me say something very clear and categorical. Having served and being the Director General of this campaign, he did not even find us worthy to respect us and then treat our people with fairness. Shehu, I fought my elders to a standstill to ensure that we brought Malam Nasser Rufai to government. And all he had to do was to exclude us and then treat the southern Kaduna people like that was the kind of thing he needed. So he joined the heads of Kaduna State and sharply divided Kaduna State. But thanks be to God, we have a consummate Democrat, a passionate and a compassionate leader in the person of Senator Gov Sani, who means well. That is why immediately he came on board as the governor of Kaduna State. He met a sharply divided state, and the first thing he did was to cement relationship. He brought the two extreme ends of Kaduna State to become one, and confidence building came. And then the next thing was championing the security situation with the help of the National Security Advisor and our community leaders, religious leaders, and stakeholders in those communities that suffered the mayhem and insurgents came together with a non-kinetic idea to go about quelling and subduing these insurgents by herdsmen, kidnappers, and all that. What did they do? In a community, they can easily pinpoint the people that are doing that and then those that are associated with them. So a party came on board and they sat together and had a common understanding on value for life and prosperity for Kaduna State. And by the grace of God, miles have been achieved in terms of security. Very recently, we went round across the 23 local government areas. Birningwari, Giwa, Zangon Kataf, Kauru, you know, and other local governments, Zangon Kataf, that were all experiencing the harshness of this insecurity. They confessed that in a very long time, kidnap has never taken place and no life was lost.
Let me ask you.
This was said to us by district heads and religious leaders.
How much are these district heads get, how much do they get to maintain peace in those areas?
Honestly, I don't have an idea of the amount.
Well, I mean, there is a sum of money that is allocated to at least get some calm in those areas for them to be able to work out the peace in the area.
Sure, I'm not in position to say because I didn't work directly where the security vote is being allocated. I am not privy to that information.
But what about the story of bandits being, given some money just to calm them down because they feel it's about criminality, and when they have been settled economically, that's where the quiet has come.
Okay, Shaun, let me tell you. as the local government chairman of Jaba local government, during the Security Council meeting, we were asked to come with our traditional heads. The Pope Ham Jaba Ham was sitting by my right-hand side. Sometime in December 2016, when Governor Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai, with air of arrogance, said to the sitting that he had to pay herdsmen so that they will not longer commit and all that they have been doing. What was the result? It aggravated more than 100%. This government, under a consummate leader and Democrat, a father of politics in Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and our amiable and visionary leader, distinguished Senator Gov Sani, commander of the Niger, nothing of such was done. The National Security Advisor has made mention of this, and over time, we know that no penny, not a single kobo, was given to any bandit. But Malam Nasir El-Rufai prides himself in using taxpayers' money to pay bandits, to pay herdsmen, and what was the result? Untold lives. You cannot count the number of lives that have been lost. People were living in fear. People were living with one eye closed. They cannot even sleep. They cannot go to farm to earn legitimate money so that they can take care of their families and their children in school. And guess what? While they were going through this, Malam Nasir had the temerity to hike the school fees of Kaduna State University. These parents, some are farmers.